It's the show you just can't stop watching once you start. Deadliest Catch reminds us what goes on behind the scenes to get you the fresh seafood you love so much. And it is a very dangerous business. Nick Sunshine Tokman knows that all too well. This West Springfield native is here with me now. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks very much for having me.
What a story you have to tell. Let's start with the part about the college grad that heads to Alaska, tries to get a job, can't get one, ends up in a homeless shelter.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was kind of down and out in college, and I just wasn't really happy. And I was over at my grandparents' place, and my grandfather introduces me to Deadliest Catch. And when I first saw it, it looked like fun. I really wanted to try it. So I bought a plane ticket to go up there, even though my family wasn't exactly supportive of me going up there because I was going up without a job or a place to stay and trying to find work at one of the most dangerous jobs out there.
Yeah, I can't imagine what they had a problem with here.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so I mean, basically, by me going up there, they said that I'm on my own kind of a thing. And I was up there for about 3 weeks, and I was having a hard time finding work because there were a lot of experienced guys looking for work. And why are they going to take a chance on a new guy who doesn't even know what a prop is, propeller, quote unquote, at the time? And so I ran out of money. I stayed in a shelter. I was staying at random people's houses. And then I worked for several questionable characters. I mean, there was one guy I worked for is known as the frying pan man because like 8 years back he hit a crew member over the head with a frying pan.
Oh boy.
And yeah, a bunch of, but I mean, you know, when you're first starting out, you basically take what you can get.
Yeah.
And then it kind of worked out, and then I was able to get on the good boats, and I started building my reputation and everything.
Well, it's an award-winning show. You became, a cast member on it.
Yeah.
Quickly, let's touch on how dangerous this is. We always hear how dangerous crabbing is. Is it as dangerous as we think it is?
I mean, I almost lost the tip of this finger. I have a scar right between my eyes. I have stitches on the top of my head.
So the answer is yes.
Yeah. I mean, we had some close calls. I mean, there was one time we took on a wave so bad that we were literally swimming on deck. One time I almost got smashed up against the crab pot because a wave came over and, onto the boat and washed the pot over. If it wasn't for the hydraulic guy wiring up on the crane, basically, it was attached to the pot. He brought it up, in midair. I probably would have got smacked and crushed into another pot.
It's cold, it's wet, it's raw, there's fighting, it's small quarters. I mean, it's certainly a tough way to make a living.
Yeah.
Is that the reason, you've had great success with it, obviously.
Yeah.
Is that the reason you're ready for something new? You're going to come back to West Springfield, maybe?
Absolutely. If I had to do crab fishing all over again, I would do it all over again. It was like a huge part of my life. I loved it so much, but it just doesn't fulfill me. Now what really fulfills me is going into schools and telling people to go after what they want in life. I mean, that's just my huge passion, and the show doesn't give me the opportunity, enough time to do that. Like, I only have 1 week in September, 1 week in December, and then I have mid-March when a lot of schools are testing, so it doesn't give me the time. So
leaving the show, going to move into motivational speaking.
Yeah.
And actually, for all the people listening that might want to meet you and hear what you have to say, they can, right? You have an event tonight?
I'm having an event tonight over at Bobby V's in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. And yeah, I'll be taking pictures with the fans, signing autographs. I'll be hosting a Q&A, and I'll also be telling my story about my experiences with the Deadliest Catch.
Well, I know they call you Sunshine for smiling. Keep on smiling. Keep on motivating. Thank you so much for coming in. Best of luck.
Oh, and I should mention that they can get the tickets at nicktokman.tix.com.
That's an important part. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much for having me.